You know, there's a saying, a dog is man's best friend. Well, I'm here to say a dog is mom's best friend. If a mother's love has no boundaries, then her need to nurture extends to the four-legged kind as well. My apricot toy poodle named Lucy, she's an integral part of my family, more so than some of my blood relatives. For the last decade, Lucy has been front and center in every single one of our annual holiday cards. I know just how to make her cock her head to the right and smile for the camera. Now, my adorable children, on the other hand, dread having their picture taken and forget about having them cock their head to the right and crack a smile. Maybe that's why I have more framed professional portraits of Lucy displayed in my house than I do my own kiddos. Weighing less than a gallon milk jug, my adorable pup provides the kind of comfort, companionship, and unconditional love that no one else seems to come close to. I can't remember the last time my husband covered me in kisses just because I walked through the door, or my kids fetched me the newspaper without expecting an allowance in return. You know, I didn't always feel this way about dogs. I never had a pet growing up. And besides, my kids were finally potty trained and slept through the night. So why on earth would I want to start with a puppy at this time in my life? Then everything changed one summer day at a friend's pool party. That's when my husband, Scott, surprised me with what looked like the cutest little bloated hamster with a tiny pink tongue in the palm of his hand. Let's just say my heart melted into my margarita. Now, anyone who knows me knows that I'm crazy about my dog. Or maybe they just think I'm crazy. When Lucy was the size of a Beanie Baby, I carried her around town before Paris Hilton made it hip to carry a pooch inside a designer purse. And Lucy, we dined together at Cardwell's at Frontenac Plaza. Al fresco, of course. Let's face it, Lucy satisfies my baby fix without the hassles of diapers, pacifiers, and colic. To be honest, now I'd rather carry a pooper scooper than a bottle. Anyone else out there feel the same way? Unlike my children, my dog will never grow up. Lucy loves to nap anywhere and anytime, so easy. When my kids were younger, it seemed they would rather torture me than go to sleep. Lucy lets me cuddle with her like a favorite stuffed teddy bear and smooch her face whenever I want. My kids, on the other hand, they get embarrassed whenever I kiss their forehead in public. Lucy is always in a good mood and ready to play. Then there's my kids, who can be best friends and worst enemies in the time it takes me to make a peanut butter sandwich. When I baby talk to Lucy, she looks at me with these big brown eyes as if she really understands what I'm saying. My kids, on the other hand, now are teenagers, and they usually ignore me. And Lucy eats whatever I cook for dinner. No complaints. She even gobbles up cold leftover meatloaf right off the floor. I don't even have to set the table. My picky family, on the other hand, will stick out their tongue whenever I try a new recipe. Lucy snuggles with me in bed under the covers, nestled on top of my memory foam pillow. My teens would rather hide in their own bedroom for hours and sometimes deadbolt the door. And another thing, Lucy learns from her mistakes. Like that time she chewed an electrical cord and flew across the room in shock. She never did that again. When it came to disciplining my own kids when they were little, I'd try putting them in a timeout, but it really never made a difference for very long. You know, it's scientific fact that our pets reduce stress and lower blood pressure. Kids, on the other hand, not so much. After a long, hectic day, Lucy curls up in my lap like a roly-poly and comforts me like a luxurious cashmere blanket. She calms my nerves like a glass of Chardonnay and a 1-pound Hershey bar with almonds. Then again, wine and chocolate helps me deal with pretty much any parenting situation. But seriously, I wouldn't trade being a mom for anything in the world, whether my children are the two-legged kind or have floppy ears and a wagging tail. I know it may sound like it, but I really don't pick favorites. Really. Well, maybe just a little.